When do you hire your first employee? I made a mistake when I first started my business of hiring an employee way too fast and hiring full time before I even had enough work for them to do. So when do you hire your first employee and what do you have them do? Maybe you're watching this video and you're like, hey, I haven't started a business, but I want to know what to do when I do start one. Or maybe you're looking for a business idea. I have written a book, a complete blueprint on how to start a business or potentially buy a business, because there's a massive opportunity for that. In the link below, I've provided a link to where you can download this for 100% free. Just provide your email and the ebook will be emailed to you. Okay, so let's get into this. When do you hire your first employee? Well, I have three main rules at my company that me and my wife, we own an insurance agency, and we go through these three things before we hire somebody. Number one, I, as the owner, need to make a comfortable living more than if I was an employee before I hire an employee. What that means is if I could go probably make 150 or 200,000 as a vice president, as a manager somewhere, then I need to be making at least that in my business. Because if not, maybe a little bit less in your business, but really you need to be making that, because if not, why are you in business? You should be in business to make more money individually and build something that can be sold, all these things. But really, you shouldn't hire somebody until that revenue or that profit is at a level in which you're comfortably living, because you don't want to stress yourself out and look at your employees and be like, why are you not working hard enough because I'm taking a sacrifice by hiring you? No, that's a wrong way to look at it. So this is the first rule is, hey, are we at a really good income level? Are we making really good money? Okay, great. Can we go with hiring somebody for $40,000 to $50,000 to $60,000? Will that really bring us down to a level that we don't want to be at from a financial perspective? So that's the first rule we look at. Number two, the cash flow of our company should be at least 3 to 4 times the monthly salary of that individual or the monthly payroll. Okay, so let's say we're cash flowing. Let's say we want to hire somebody for $4,000 a month. Our cash flow should be at $16,000 a month. That means we should be profiting $16,000 in our business. So then we can comfortably bring on somebody who will take $4,000 away, and then we're cash flowing $12,000. The reason I say 3 to 4 times is because if you have a rough month, you don't want to be in the negative. And when you're at a 3 to 4 times cash flow of what you're bringing on, that's going to provide enough buffer there to where you're always profiting, even if you have an employee. Obviously, you want this to be as high as possible, but I wouldn't do it until you're at least 3 to 4x their monthly salary of your monthly their salary times 4 is at minimum what you're cash flowing every month in your business. Number 3, you have exhausted all other possible solutions before hiring somebody. Okay? That means we've looked into virtual assistants, because virtual assistants are usually 1/5 or 1/6, maybe even 1/7 the cost of hiring somebody, right? In my business, it's not a massive solution for us because we're dealing with a lot of confidential information in the insurance space. So it doesn't really make sense for us. There are some tasks that we could hire a VA for, but it doesn't really make sense. So that option didn't work for me in my business. But in your business, that may be a great solution to where that cash flow of 3 to 4x, you're going to be able to hire somebody faster because they're less expensive. Number 2 is independent contractors. Why do we need to bring this in-house? Do we need to bring it in-house? Is there another solution out there that we can pay a third party to do that? An example is, hey, maybe you're not getting the phone calls. People are calling your business. You're busy interacting with clients. You can't get to them. Maybe you hire an answering service to take notes and transfer calls that you really need to take to you. Instead of hiring somebody to do that and paying them, you can hire an answering service for a fraction of the cost. Another thing is part-time. I really like hiring part-time people in my business. I feel like those people, they're looking for a flexible environment. They're looking for something for 3 to 4 hours a day. And a lot of those people, they're actually higher quality, and you're getting a better attitude and a better mindset going into that when hiring them, because they're here and they don't want to work full-time, so they're in a better attitude. A full-time employee, sometimes they get a little burnt out, but a part-time employee may be something that you need. And then you may have enough work for them for 4 hours, but you may not have enough work for them for 8 hours. So really look into part-time before you go full-time. Maybe hire somebody part-time with the potential of bringing them full-time if they're okay with that, okay? So what should an employee do? Let's say you're bringing on your first employee or you're bringing on employees in your business. What should those employees really do? The first thing they should do is they should take time-wasting activities away from you so you have more free time to go produce more revenue, eventually more revenue than what they're costing you. So if we hire somebody for $4,000 a month, they should free you up to go then you produce $4,000 to $8,000. Theoretically, they should free up enough time for you to go produce more than what you're paying them. So the whole point of having an employee is to expand your business and continue to bring in more revenue that you can't get to because you don't have time. Okay, so that's the whole point of bringing on employees, is to free up the next level, right? So once that employee gets too busy, you bring in somebody underneath them, put more time-wasting activities to your first employee, give them to the next employee. And that's how you build a company. You have levels, and then as the work gets freed up, you as the owner continue to bring on people to take stuff away from you so you go produce. The biggest thing that you should never do with an employee, and I see people do this, never hire an employee so you don't have to work as hard. I hear people say, well, I'm working 60 hours a week. I hired some employees, and now, I'm working around 20 to 30 hours a week. I'm out golfing. I'm doing all this stuff. That's not how you're going to grow a business. Your business is going to stagnate, and eventually you're going to have to get rid of those employees, and you're going to be constantly battling against your business. If you're working 60 hours now, you should have an employee that takes probably 20 hours away from you. That means now you have 40 hours of work. You should still work the 60, fill in 20 hours of stuff that is going to further your company, that's going to further expand your company that you didn't have time to work on. In my business, I am still doing the sales. I'm not doing any service. I'm not doing anything like that, but I'm still doing a lot of the new business sales because I'm really good at it, and eventually we'll bring in somebody to take that away from me. But now that I'm not doing the service because we've hired people, now I'm freed up to go work on business development and work on specific things that I didn't have time for because I was working 60 hours a week. So now my business has continued to grow and flourish because I have people giving me my time back. Now I'm taking advantage of that time by saying, hey, I'm not going to sit around and say, man, it's so nice to have people to do stuff. No, what it is, hey, it's so nice that I can go continue to work on my business on things because now I have time that produces revenue. So stop thinking as employees, as you as the owner sitting in your office doing nothing. No, that is not what this is about. This is about you expanding your business and having somebody help you do so by doing things that does not pay and provide revenue into your business. So again, if you're looking for a blueprint on how to run a business, how to find a business idea, how to buy a business, I have released a free ebook, and I have a picture of it right here. You can click the link in the bio below or go to my channel page and click on our link. And if you want to, you could always book a call with me and I can help you grow your business today. Thank you.